Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. All right, and actually you can see right here, never before published before 1938. It's been hidden since 1938. What they mean is that Napoleon Hill, obviously the author of Think and Grow Rich, one of the top success books of all time, he wrote a lot of books besides Think and Grow Rich. Some of them weren't published. In fact, this one was never published back then because if they had, people would have thought this motherfucker was crazy. Why is that? Because in this book, he is conversing with the devil. Literally, that is what the book is. And he's asking all these interesting questions and getting very interesting answers. I read the book, and it was spectacular. And let's get to that lesson now. All right, so I'm going to read you one section here. So he's having a Q&A with the devil here. And he says, this isn't Napoleon Hill, this is the devil speaking. Right? The devil says, I may as well tell you the truth. Any human being who can be definite in his aims and plans can make life hand over whatever is wanted. Okay? Any human being, any man who is definite in his aims and plans can make life hand over anything that is wanted, whatever is wanted. What does that mean? Definite of plans, definite in his aims. Okay? Napoleon Hill called it a chief definite purpose. What it means is that in your life, right, you have an aim. You have a target. You have a North Star that you are moving towards, you are operating towards, you are busting your ass to get. And when you have that, everything else is just distraction, right? Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just water. It just floats off you. It's like you have an umbrella and it's rain and it just comes down and it flies off and you keep going, charging down your path towards your definite aim. But most people don't have that, do they? Right? Most people are what Napoleon Hill in this book calls are drifters. They just drift in and out through life. They're like leaves in the wind. They never settle. They never, and I don't mean settle like they settle for shit. I mean they never settle on a purpose and then dominate that motherfucking shit. Right? They drift. They float around. They're floaters. They're ducks. They quack. They play in small ponds. They don't really go anywhere with their lives. And because they don't have this chief aim, this definite purpose, anything distracts them. I get it, right? But it doesn't matter. If you had a chief definite aim, something that was more important to you in your life than anything else, you wouldn't just drop what you were doing and go out and go do other things. You would be stronger than that. You'd be more focused than that. The guy with the chief definite aim, when people hit him up for things, he doesn't just say yes, he doesn't just say no. He certainly doesn't just say yes. He wonders to himself, does this serve my chief definite aim? And if it doesn't, he doesn't do it. If it does, then yeah, he goes for it. Why wouldn't he, right? But it's a certain strength. It's a certain thing that most people simply don't have. And I don't know where you're at right now, right? I don't know if you have a chief definite aim. My guess is that most of the people who watch these YouTube videos on my channel, they know they should, but they haven't been able to commit to it yet. You haven't gone all in yet. You're still dabbling. Right, you're dipping your toes in the water. Sometimes you dive in, but you don't really stay. Maybe it's a little cold for you. Maybe it's a little hot for you. So you jump back out and you go back to dabbling for a little bit, and then you jump back in, and then you jump back out. And it's this pattern going back and forth that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you kind of can't help it. And it's like, how do you break through? How do you commit to it? Well, if anything I've shared with you in this video didn't inspire you to do that, I'll share with you one more nugget here before I get out of here, and it's this. Every successful person on the planet who has a chief definite aim, they're not immune to the dabbling. They're not immune to the distractions. They get invited to things that sound interesting that don't serve their chief definite aim. They want to go. They're no different than you. The only difference is that they have made a commitment. They have made a decision. What's a decision really mean? If you look up the Latin meaning, it means when you have cut off the possibility of anything else. You are all in on this. You've made a decision, right? Incision, it means cut off, literally, that's what it means. And that's what they've done. That's what the most successful people on the planet, whether it be with money, whether it be with social, whether it be with business, with anything. This is what they've done with their chief definite aim in their life. They've cut off the possibility of anything else. So even when those invitations come, even when those other things come, doesn't matter. They're tempted just like you. But most people, when tempted, they succumb to it. They surrender to it. But high status people, when they're tempted, They don't care. They'll do whatever they can to get over it and get back to their path, right? For me, I'm 10, I just got to change my state. I got to interrupt my pattern and get back to, and then replace it with a better anchor, a better pattern, and then go back to dominating my path. One other thing that I think can help you, I just want to keep you a little more value here, is if you have predetermined rules in your life, then these things won't matter. So for instance, and this means writing it down, it means having a fucking code for your life, rules that govern your behavior, behavior governing rules. Maybe social media is robbing you of success, is robbing you of results, is robbing you of happiness and wealth. And in that case, what if you had a rule that said, I never check social media except between these times, and you dedicate 2 10-minute periods each day where you go fucking ham on social media. You're swiping, you're twisting, you're texting, you're tweeting, you're DMing, you're doing all of it, but you're doing it within predetermined windows. And that way it's not some siren call that sucks you away from your path, but it's something that you are in control of. It is something that serves your chief definite aim in life, and it's something that you have determined for yourself. Another key word he talks about in Outwitting the Devil a lot is being self-determined. What does a self-determined person do? They have a chief definite aim that they've determined for themselves. God damn, this is good. I will see you later. I'm Jason Capital. Peace. Have a good day.